Am I the a-hole for exposing my sister at her wedding after I found out who she was really marrying? My sister had been dating her fiancé for almost 3 years, and everyone in the family absolutely loved him. He was polite, successful, constantly buying expensive gifts, and honestly seemed almost too perfect. The wedding was huge, over 200 guests, expensive venue, live band. My parents spent an insane amount of money on it. The weird part is that about 2 weeks before the wedding, my sister suddenly became really secretive. She kept taking phone calls in private, hiding her phone whenever someone walked by and acting stressed all the time. At first, I assumed she just had wedding anxiety. Then 3 days before the wedding, I got a message request on Instagram from a woman I'd never met before. The message just said, "Your sister is marrying my husband." I honestly thought it was some kind of prank. But then the woman started sending screenshots, photos, messages, bank transfers, pictures of her and my sister's fiancé together going back years. Turns out, he had been secretly married the entire time. Apparently, he told his actual wife he traveled a lot for work, which is how he managed to hide the relationship for so long. I felt physically sick reading everything. At first, I didn't even know what to do. I spent hours debating whether I should tell my sister immediately or wait until I had more proof. Eventually, I drove straight to her apartment and showed her everything. And somehow, she already knew. She admitted he told her months earlier that he was technically still married, but promised he was finalizing the divorce soon. Except according to the woman messaging me, there was no divorce happening at all. I begged my sister to call off the wedding. Instead, she got angry at me for trying to ruin her happiness. She claimed the wife was lying and just wanted revenge. At that point, I honestly didn't know what to believe anymore. The next 2 days were chaos. My sister stopped answering my calls. My parents accused me of creating drama right before the wedding, and somehow I became the bad guy for even bringing it up. Then came the wedding day. I genuinely planned to stay quiet. I told myself it wasn't my decision anymore. But right before the ceremony started, the woman who messaged me showed up at the venue. With proof. Actual legal documents proving they were still married. I found her crying outside the building because security wouldn't let her in. And honestly, seeing her standing there completely shattered me. Because suddenly this stopped feeling like family drama and started feeling genuinely cruel. So I made a decision that basically destroyed the entire wedding. About 10 minutes before the ceremony, I walked straight into the bridal suite and handed my sister the documents in front of our parents. Complete silence. Then absolute chaos. My mom started screaming. My sister burst into tears. My dad accused the woman outside of being obsessed. But then the fiancé walked in, saw the documents, and immediately went pale. That was the moment everyone knew it was true. Turns out he really was still legally married the entire time. The wedding was canceled less than an hour before the ceremony. Guests were confused, people were crying, and several family members blamed me for humiliating my sister publicly, instead of handling it privately. But honestly, I feel like there was never going to be a clean or private way for this to end. Now my sister refuses to speak to me because she says I destroyed the most important day of her life. Meanwhile, some relatives think I saved her from an even worse future. So am I the a-hole?